Welcome back to the Pig Room, or welcome to the Pig Room if you guys are new here. If you're just joining this channel, you have tuned in for the most exciting video yet. I am going to be giving the piggies a brand new room. I've really wanted to do this for the longest time ever, but just timing has never worked out for me, and also the amount of pigs that I've had. They could not fit in this room, but because I now have less, they will. Number one reason why I'm most excited to move them in here is because of the natural light. You guys can see there's not one, but two windows in here, and the lighting is gorgeous. Also, if you guys know, I have my piggies upstairs and the roofs are actually slanted, so I really can't work with a lot of vertical room, but because this room is on the first floor of my house, these walls are super tall and obviously straight. The buns are occupying half of this room right now, but I think upstairs is going to be much better for them, and also it's going to be bigger for them, so it just works out even better. This is going to be quite a process, but I am super excited to do it. So without further ado, let's get started on the new pig room. So we're gonna start off on this side of the cage. I have my trio behind me and also Ollie and Eris, but we're gonna work on the trio first. So I'm gonna plop them in here for the time being, just so I can actually deconstruct their cage without them inside of it. I'm gonna try and keep as much as I possibly can of the cage together because a lot is zip tied. We'll bring that downstairs and then we'll start rebuilding. Looks crazy, but I went ahead and just took off the border of grids from the top. I removed the coroplast, and now I just kind of have this base constructed, and it's all attached by zip ties. So I'm gonna try my best to actually keep this all in one piece and bring it downstairs. It actually was pretty easy, I'm surprised. But first cage is in. So again, this is a 3x7. So this is for Winston, Ariel, and Fifi, my trio. And then Ollie and Eris are gonna be over here in a 3x4. Everyone's gonna stay in like the same setups in terms of who's next to each other and like layouts. It's just really gonna be a difference in the actual room that they're in. I think I'm gonna work in stages in terms of moving the piggies in here because it'll be a lot easier on me and also the piggies. So next I'm gonna deconstruct Ollie and Eris's cage and move it next to here and actually attach it. So that way we have one big, nice, long cage. This isn't so much a tutorial in terms of how to build a cage, even though you guys always ask me for that, but I will be filming that eventually for you guys. But I did just want to give you guys a quick pointer in case you're interested in doing cages like me with the double stacked. So it is super duper, I cannot express this enough, super duper important to have zip ties along the base of your cage at almost every single connector point. This way you can ensure that your piggies on the bottom, if there are any, are completely safe, or if there aren't and just on the top, that the cage is not going to collapse. As much as these connectors are pretty sturdy, they do kind of sometimes slip off the connection piece, and this will just help to ensure that they stay put. And also when it comes to doing a super long cage like this, I do go ahead and provide some structural support at the middles, just because the cage can get a little bouncy. So these beams right here kind of help out with that, from it not being like a trampoline. Both cages are now done. Coroplast is in. Now we can go ahead and move on to the more fun part, which is to go ahead and actually decorate them. gonna go ahead and move in Winston, Ariel, and Fifi now. We'll see how they like their new cage. All right, guys, come on out. You guys got a brand new cage. Oh, no, you did it right on your own. All right, now Ariel. Go on. I'm not gonna be scared. There we go. Now Winston. Very good. Piggies are in and exploring. I gotta mention, this breeze coming in through this window right now feels so nice. I'd love for the piggies to be at like window height for them to get like nice fresh air and also some sunlight. This is just so much better. The vibes are already so good in here. Look at them, guys. They're exploring, they're enjoying. So again, they have the exact same cage size, a 3x7. So we did not downgrade them, which I'm super happy about. I wasn't going to move them into this room if they were gonna get a downgrade. I think the 3x7 works perfect for them. They're gonna go ahead and enjoy their new cage and just explore it. Really, Ariel? She loves knocking that thing over. It literally never stays put. My crazy Godzilla girl. So the only thing is that this room was just shy of 1 foot, so I was not able to give them their usual 3x5, but a 3x4 is perfect for 2 piggies, so this will work great for them. But we'll go ahead and move them in now. I might just give you that bed instead of the couch because the couch kind of takes up too much room. Come on, Eris, let's go. There we go, yes. All right. Yeah, so I think this couch is taking up a little bit too much room, so I'm actually gonna put this bed down. That way they just have a little bit more surface area to actually run in. What do we think of the new cage? Oh. You saying hi? So before they actually had a coroplast wall that was really high for them not to be able to see their neighbors. So because it is exposed, I might actually have to put something there because there is obviously 2 males next to each other, Winston and Ollie. And those 2 have actually never met or saw each other. I just want to make sure that they're both good with each other being neighbors. For those of you guys who have not seen my Instagram and all my updates on there, unfortunately I had to put Kyle down. She used to live with Eris and Ollie. She was actually my first guinea pig, so losing her was honestly a tremendous loss for me. She started this entire pig room, but to not have her here anymore is truly heartbreaking, and I know her friends miss her so much. I did bring them to the vet when I did put her down, so they did get to say their goodbyes. So now we just have our 2 piggies, Ollie and Eris, but these 2 get along amazing, so they're the best of friends. Winston is currently saying hi to Eris right now. You got a new girlfriend, buddy. Well, you got a new, like, neighbor girlfriend, I guess you could say. You like her? He actually used to live with Eris, so he actually is familiar with her, but not so much Ollie, but it doesn't really seem like Ollie cares all that much right now. He's kind of just enjoying his life, exploring his new cage. He's an easy pig. He honestly gets along with anyone. And of course, Ariel has knocked over the house again. I need to, like, think of a way to actually keep this put, like, put something on top of it because this is a constant thing with her. Piggies are also already making a mess. I think I might actually put a pig mat right here just because they do a fair amount of peeing and pooping right out of there. So actually let me do that right now. We're just gonna cover up this mess like it was never even there and like you guys didn't see anything. I always recommend putting a pig mat in front of your litter box just because some piggies are not the best with the litter box and they kind of just like stand on the outside of it and do all their business right here. So this just kind of helps to protect your fleece a little bit more, and it also makes for cleaning up a lot easier because a lot of hay and poop gets on it. But I have to say, guys, I think the piggies are enjoying their new setup. Again, it feels so much better in here. I am now constructing the next cage on the opposite side of the room, and I'm thinking it's probably gonna have to be shortened by 1 grid. I think it's just way too tight in this doorway. So unfortunately, the herd of piggies is gonna go from a 3x9 to a 3x8, but it's still a big cage, so it's completely fine. Still need to add in their water bottles, litter box, and hay, but for the time being, I just want to move them in so they're not all cramped inside this carrier. So let's go ahead and let them out. I'm sure they'll all come out on their own. Once they see one go, the rest will. Wanda is first. Good boy. Good boy. Go look at your new cage. Come on. And Dorothy. Need to go ahead and clean out their litter box and get their water bottles and fill those up. So you guys watch the piggies while I do that. So excited to show you guys. So without further ado, introducing the brand new pig room. The piggies are in love with their new setups. The light coming in here is gorgeous. The breeze feels beautiful. It feels fresh. It feels clean. It feels new. It feels like I have like 15-foot ceilings, even though I don't. This room is just immaculate. So over here, we have our first cage, which houses my trio, Winston, Ariel, and Fifi. They are living in a 3x7, which is a massive cage and perfect for them. I have a feeling that Ariel's probably gonna knock that over. Ooh, maybe not. She's trying. She's trying. Eh. There we go. But yeah, here is their cage decked out in all of the goodies. Also, do not pay attention to this right now. I'm actually gonna be taking this out of this room and putting the smaller bookshelf that I have currently in the pig room. But yeah, there's their cage. And then moving on to their neighbors, which houses Ollie and Eris. They're living in a 3x4, which is 12 square feet. Perfect for 2 guinea pigs. I like to follow the 5 square feet per pig rule, and this actually goes above that, so that's perfect. But they are settling in super nicely. As you guys can see, Ollie is currently just in his house, and then Eris is under her wooden bridge. They've got everything that they need, a whole bunch of toys. They actually love their toys to death, so I make sure to hook them up with a bunch. They've got their litter box, fresh water. I actually got this little bed from the thrift store, which is super, super cute, and I thought it'd be perfect for the piggies, so I just put a little pig mat in there, just because I know they're probably gonna pee and poop in that a lot, so that'll protect the bed a little bit. And then moving on to the opposite side of the room, we have our second cage. So this cage right here is our herd. So they went from a 3x9 to a 3x8, but as you guys can still see, they have a massive cage for them to do so much. Plenty of room for them to do zoomies, run around, do popcorns. They are so spoiled. I have to say, this is probably my favorite cage just because when the lighting hits, it's just perfect. Right now, the sun's kind of setting, but an hour ago, it was like directly inside of this cage, and the piggies look so good in it. They are loving their new home. They're all currently just munching around, and Wanda's over here just living her life in her wooden house. But yeah, guys, they have so much. They've got all their goodies, all their hidey houses. I also got them a new willow bridge for them to munch on, so I'm sure this is going to be demolished in a few days. They've got tons of toys, fresh water bottles that I just cleaned out, so these piggies are hooked up. And then moving on down, we have our newly bonded pigs, which is Mr. Styles and Louie. They are doing so freaking amazing, guys. They are literally the best of friends. If you guys have yet to watch their bonding video, I highly suggest you do. It was one of the easiest and also the most cutest bonding sessions I have ever done. But yeah, the two of them are right here. They did not get a downgrade. They're still living in their 3x6 6x6, which is perfect for 2 boys. When it comes to male guinea pigs, I think the more the better. So providing them with a big cage, I definitely think is a requirement. So they have plenty of room for them to get along and just do everything that they want to do in here. All the piggies also got fresh, clean cages. I also gave them a new hay hut for the first time, so I'm sure they're going to enjoy that and munch and crunch on that. What do you guys think? Do you like your new house? It's cool, right? I do have this open section right here, which I'm actually probably going to use for storage. I'm either gonna put my bin of bedding or my bin of hay under here. And then obviously we have all of this storage underneath here, which I can put literally all the piggies stuff, all their fleece, all their pig mats, hay, bedding, pellets, all kinds of supplies. Now I won't lie to you guys, I was a little worried when I was actually building this cage because I was like, oh my God, is this gonna be like too tight of a narrow way for me to actually like get through and film in here? I actually don't think it's that bad. It's a little bit bigger than 3 feet, so I think that's plenty for me. It is obviously a little bit of an adjustment because I had so much space in between these 2 cages before in the previous pig room upstairs. Honestly, guys, I prefer this so much more. Again, the natural light is just gorgeous, and I cannot wait to film so many videos in here for you guys. But yeah, I am happy to say that we have a brand new pig room. It looks so good. Super excited to also decorate the walls and not make them so blank. Now that I actually have normal flat walls in this room, I can put pictures of my piggies, artwork. I can do my little memorial section for all my piggies who passed away. I can put my bookshelf right there. It's gonna look so good in the coming days, and I'm so excited to get things more finalized in here. I do have my lights in here as well, which are right there. I do need to actually replace that light right there. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up for the new pig room and subscribe for more videos every single week. And until then, I hope you and your piggies are happy, safe, and healthy. Bye, guys.